Hello students, today we are going to do literary terms so that you have a better understanding of the poems which I explained to you on the video. So today I will be doing metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that makes an implicit, implied or hidden comparison between two things that are unrelated but which shares some common characteristic. In other words, a resemblance of two contradictory or different object is made based on a single or some common characteristic. Means the things are in between the comparison, the objects or the things are totally different, but they might have some single common characteristic. In simple English, when you portray a person, a place, or a thing, or an action as being something else, even though it is not actually that something else, you are speaking metaphorically. For example, if I say in a group of class, if I say Seema is the Aishwarya of our class. Now, Aishwarya is already established for her beauty, and when I carry over that quality of Aishwarya, that is beauty, and I put it on Seema and call her the most beautiful girl of the class, this is called speaking metaphorically. I'll give you another example. For example, my brother is the black sheep of the family because he is neither a sheep nor he is black. However, we can use this comparison to describe an association of a black sheep with that person. A black sheep is an unusual animal which typically stays away from the main herd, and the person being described shares the similar characteristics, means he does not mingle with the crowd, he stays away from the crowd, he can be called someone who's different. However, the metaphor is different from a simile because we do not use the word like or as to develop a comparison in metaphor poems and metaphor sentences. It makes an implicit or hidden comparison. The comparison is not clear, it is implied or it is hidden, and it is not an explicit or a clear one. Now I'll give you some examples. Her voice is music to his ears. This implies that her voice makes him happy as music makes him happy. He saw the soul of dust when passing through the dust storm. Means he saw the crust of the dust storm. Chaos is the breeding ground of order. So chaos means a lot of confusion. It is the breeding ground of order. I mean, like people actually want to build up order when there is chaos. War is the mother of all battles. Now, mother of all battle means too many battles combined is called a war. Or her dance is a great poem. So she dances as fluidly, as beautifully as a poem. Now, use of metaphor in literature, we have, I'll give you Sun Rising by John Donne. Busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Now, this is a very good example of metaphor where the sun is being called a fool by John Donne. He does not say you are as foolish as, as a fool. He typically calls him a fool. Now, fool is famous for his use of weird metaphors. A metaphor is a figure of speech that describes an object or action in a way that isn't literally true, but it helps us to explain an idea or make a comparison. Metaphors can make your words come to life, or in the case of the exam, to death. Often you can use a metaphor to make your subject more relatable to the reader or to make a complex thought easier to understand. They can also be a tremendous help when you want to enhance your writing with imagery. As a common figure of speech, metaphors turn up everywhere, from novels, from films to presidential speech and even popular songs. From the above explanation and examples, we can easily infer the function of metaphors, both in our daily lives and in a piece of literature. Using appropriate metaphor appeals directly to the senses of the listeners or the readers, sharpening their imaginations to comprehend or understand what is being communicated to them. However, it gives a lifelike quality to our conversation because it increases or enhances the beauty of the conversation. So it can be called ornamental also. And the characters of the fiction are poetry. Metaphors are also ways of thinking, offering the listeners and the readers fresh way of examining ideas and viewing the world. So I hope you have understood what is a metaphor. So meta means to carry and fer means over, carry over. So when you carry over a quality, an established quality of one thing or one person, and you put that quality in another person, and you find the similarity, that is called metaphor. For examples, like Shelley has said, I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. So here, life is called what? It is called a bed of thorns. And just as the bed of thorns, they prick you and it makes the blood come out and you suffer. You actually feel the pain. Similarly, he is feeling the pain in his life due to all the problems and the tensions and the sorrows which he has experienced. So the thorns are the problems and the sorrows which he has experienced, and the bed is the life. So this is a metaphor. I hope you have understood. Thank you.